Hey, what's up guys, how's it going on? Thank you so much for clicking in the video. I'm Ayrus and welcome back to another Clash of Clans video, and today we're going to be talking about how to farm up in Champions League or maybe in the Titans League. Now we're not going to talk about the Legends League because up there it's more of competition rather than getting your loot and farming up there. So there are a couple of reasons why it's much better now with these recent updates. Earlier it used to be like up in the Gold League or maybe in the Crystal League where you actually used to farm, but now it's much more interesting to farm up in Champions League and the Titans League. Now I'll be explaining that in a moment, and I'll be explaining all the benefits that you will be getting from farming up in these high-end leagues. Now, but before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. Also leave a like if you enjoy this video. Make sure to click on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I put in new Clash of Clans content. So the first, let me just explain you the advantages. The first thing probably is that you will not have to spend more time up in the clash. Now if you are in the Legends League, you'll have to probably spend in so much time just searching off to find a match, and that's really one thing that you don't want from Clash of Clans itself. So you want to make sure that you get the matches much frequently. So that's the reason why I'm actually saying you to go up in Champions League or the Titan League. So this is the first advantage. The next one would be that people up in here, up in Champions League, I mean Champions level, Champions 1 and Titan 3 and 2, which I'm actually talking about, people tend to have more loot because they pretty much are maxed out. They pretty much have filled up Dark Elixir because they are actually working on the maxed out heroes, or maybe that they're completely maxed out in here. So most of the people who have in here are completely maxed out. So that's the reason why you actually want to be up in these high leagues. The other one would be that you would get more loot as these people are actually maxed out. You're actually going to get around 300k of Dark Elixir, I mean Golden Elixir, and around 2000 of Dark Elixir. So these are the three advantages. Also, this is a kind of a bonus, it will not work for all, but then if you are at these I leagues and if you can actually take down the 2-star on these maxed out players, these are all skilled players with good bases, and if you can actually 2-star or maybe 3-star them, you're actually making the best out of yourself. You're getting the skills that you actually need to do in the wars. So if you can actually probably 3-star them, then probably you'll do good up in wars as well. So it's not like before where you actually had to spend all your time in gold and crystal to actually get that loot, but now with the updates, as I said before, it's much more fun to farm up in here. You're getting more practice, you're getting more loot because people are already maxed out or they are pretty much done with the game itself. And also you're finding some dead bases at this time of recording. I actually am at Champions League and I find many dead bases. I get around 600k of golden elixir and around 5k of dark elixir. So that's the reason why you actually want to come up in Titans League. Okay, so let's just talk about on what it takes to actually survive up in these high-end leagues. So the first thing you actually want to do is always you want to aim at least getting the 2 stars. Now there are a couple of reasons why I personally do that. I want to make sure that I complete that whatever that star bonus thing is. I want to make sure that's out of the way, so at least get 2 stars, and in that way if I do 3 attacks a day, I'll be done with that. Now this is very important because that star bonus also contributes to your resources, so make sure you do that, but make sure you at least get the 2 stars and benefit from it. The next advantage you'll get from attacking and getting a 2-star is that you will get that league bonus. So if you get around 70%, you will get complete league bonus. So up in Champions 3, Champions 1, actually where I am at, you will get around 200k of golden elixir and 2k of dark elixir, or around 1.5k of dark elixir, I don't remember, but that is so much. If you can actually get a 70% on your opponent, and if you can actually attack a guy with around 300k of golden elixir and 2000 of dark elixir, you can just do the math. It's going to be completely awesome out in here. The next thing I actually concentrate upon is that I attack with guys at least having 2000 of that dark elixir, because the amount of dark elixir I spend is pretty high as well. I spend around 3000 plus of dark elixir, so of course I need that return. So if I'm getting 2000 from my opponent, and again if I can make around 2-star, and if I can get around that another 1k, that'll completely compensate on that. No matter if I get the loot or not, if I can at least make sure that it's kind of equal. I'll at least stay up in there rather than just going and getting that 1 star and not making it and losing all the resources itself. So when it comes to the strategy you can use, as far as you're concerned, you can use those high consuming dark elixir strategies, or those one strategies which actually works very great for you. It completely depends. You want to actually select that strategy which you feel is comfortable upon, so make sure you select the right strategy. But if you're using those strategy that actually takes in a lot of dark elixir, maybe the elixir, you'll definitely get that in return from your opponents if you attack those guys with around 300k of 300k of golden elixir and 2000 of dark elixir. And lastly, make sure you get at least 70%. Make sure you get the 2 star and at least 70%, so you get that league bonus, so you can actually get that normal 300k from your opponent, as well as that another 200k from the league bonus itself. So that's what I personally prefer. You can probably do whatever you want, but these are the things which I actually do. So there are many more advantages, you guys, up in here rather than being there up in those lower leagues. You probably get recruited much more often than you're probably up in Gold League or maybe in the Crystal League. So the last thing is that you actually have to do maybe around 3 or 4 attacks a day, and you'll probably get that whole loot itself. So just think about it, 300k plus another 200k from the league bonus. They'll probably do the job, right? 500k of golden elixir. That's pretty much enough, and if you do 3 of them, you're gonna get 1.5 million of it. So that's pretty much it, you guys. The Titans League is pretty awesome. The Titans League is pretty awesome. Anything beyond this, like the Legends League, is probably kind of like a much more competitive game. They all want the stars out in there, so if you're not maxed out, you'll probably end up losing a lot over there. So that's pretty much it, you guys. That's my take on why you actually have to farm up in these high leagues rather than the lower ones. So hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. I'm Ayrus, and I'll be seeing you the next time. Until then, goodbye.